Hey there, StarCraft fans, it's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, going to be a 3v3 on Baalpeak, or Baalpeak, not entirely sure. I think it's Baal, B-A-A-L. I was taught to pronounce that Baal when I was a kid. So bottom left, we're going to have a team of mine. It's going to be Mattis Mouse, a Zerg player. We have another Protoss player here, Pink Bunnies. And then there's me, the Blue Zerg player from the Falcon Paladin clan. Top side, we have Team Enemy. It is Barcode, 3 Barcode. We got ourselves a River Lord, another Zerg player, and then a Purple Terran player. It is Infinity. So we've got 3 Zergs on the map. We've got 2 Terrans on the map and a Protoss. So interesting mix up here, interesting mix of races. Walling off at the top of the ramp because there are 2 Zergs on the other side, which is always a good thing to do in team games. If there are 2 Zergs or more on the other team, then walling off for a double Ling flood that is sure to come is an excellent preventative measure. So again, we play these every single Friday night here on the channel. We're streaming here live on YouTube, also on twitch.tv/FalconPaladin. If you want to see me play live StarCraft, that is the best time to see me do it on Friday nights. Should be a good time. And I'm just going to go ahead and expand out here. We got ourselves an extractor, waiting for a pool here for 200 minerals. It's a 16, 18, 17 from Falcon. Pool's on the way from River Lord already. Which just means what exactly? Why am I not? Hey, are we going 3 hatch before pool here, Falcon? What are we doing? We've got 400 minerals. And then a pool? What happened? Why is my pool so late? What happened there? My pool's crazy amounts of late. I had 400 minerals. I'm like, all right, let's go and throw down to third base. I hope that doesn't come back to bite me in this game. So yeah, this is one of the new 3v3 maps. It is humongous. We have expansions on the far corners. We've got Zonlaga Watchtowers on the far corners as well. We have weird places to expand. Harassment from the high ground here with tanks on this position. Blah. It is a weird map. That is all there is to it here. Infinity is sending across a Marine. We've got Barcode with a Reaper. We are being lightly harassed at this stage of the game here. My pool is not done yet. And yeah, I guess maybe I fell asleep at the keyboard for a second there. Maybe I was talking to chat. I do not know. Overlord here. Oh, being spared by the Marine. Probes are easier to kill for 1 Marine than an entire Overlord here. Reaper shows up. Mattis Mouseman, do you have any lings? No, 0 lings here. Okay, oh man, this is not a very good opening for our team here. We've got 3 drones down because he didn't make a couple Zerglings. There we go. Now we have lings. A stalker here from Pink Bunnies is going to help out. And swinging around my side of the map here, I have lings on the way. I have 12 lings on the way. And can we get a drone kill? No, we cannot. All right, so slowlings and stalkers conspire to take down the Reaper here. Third base, almost done. We've got speedlings already here from River Lord. My slowlings are on the way, but they are slow. Slowlings from Mattis Mouse as well. Speed is on the way for me. Speed is not in the way for Mattis Mouse. He is making roaches. He's got a roach in production here. We're going to try to save the second base of Pink Bunnies, and I think we are able to do so here. So, Stalkers and Slowlings defending against the Speedling opening from our guy, Brewer Lord. He is flooding more Speedlings here. He does have, how many? He has workers. Wait a second. I thought we saw workers here. All right, we don't. So, we've got 22 drones from the Zerg player. We've got Speedlings on the way. We've got Stalkers on the way. I am flooding Speedlings as well. We're moving across the map. And let's see what damage we can do here. So, Speedlings across the map first. And can we get a surround here on these Marines? I think we could have, but excellent Marine control there. And just chasing back, chasing 2 lings with all of these lings here. And, oh man, Brewer Lord's lings inside the second base of Mattis Mouse. Roach is trying to help out. Stalker's trying to help out, but they are not very good against Speedlings. And my lings try to save that Stalker, and no, but he does avenge it. Does avenge the Stalker here. Replacing a spine crawler. Third base. Not being saturated quite yet here from Falcon Paladin. But we do have a saturation on the second base. 2 bases here from Brewerlord. Infinity here working on double upgrades for his Marines. We got Marines. We have tanks here from the Barcode player. We have 2 bases. And a third base on the way here. No third base. Working on a starport. And everybody macroing up here. Mattis Mouse says go. And I'm like, I've got 18 lings. Got a Baneling Nest just getting started here. We've got 32 drones for me. 30 drones for Brewerlord. And 24 drones for Mattis Mouse. Trying to creep spread. Here is Falcon Paladin. There we go. Droning up. We do have a Nidus here from Mattis Mouse with his roaches. We've got 6 roaches here at 5.5 minutes. And we do see the Nidus because it's in full view of Barcode. Barcode says, all right, man, here we go. And there we go. So how many Marines does it take to shut down this many roaches? A siege tank helps. And right back inside the Nidus. And the Nidus is down thanks to the Marines and those speedlings. It's like, oh, we're distracting, are we? All right. So Ling's up here, taking down a queen. Friendly fire splash. Friendly fire splash there. Nidus here. Roaches again. How many roaches do we have? 12 roaches here at 6.5 minutes from Mattis Mouse. And again, just getting minimal damage here and not quite getting back in the Nidus, and all the roaches die. Blah. I do not like that. I do not like that attack there from Mattis Mouse. And here we have Falcon Paladin at 68 supply. He does have 58 drones at this stage. And production tab here says +1/+1 is on the way. 600 minerals right now. Taking gas. Taking more gas as well. We've got, do we have speed for Banelings? We do not have speed for Banelings yet. And production tab says 18 lings. Says ping in here. We've got Tempests from Big Bunnies. Tempests against Terran is not very good here. Marines very, very good against Tempests. And here's an attack. Banelings on the way, but are Banelings going to be enough at this stage of the game? No, not quite fast enough. They're getting canceled and killed. Queens are here. Stalkers are here. Again, Tempests are here. 3 Tempests from the Protoss player. Not enough for all these Marines here at my third base. Roaches helping here as well, but there's a siege tank. There are 3 siege tanks back there. Roaches and Stalkers can whittle down this Marine count very, very expertly. Mattis Mouse has an Overseer. I have Lings. I have Banelings. Baneling speed is just being started here at 8 minutes. And all right. We'll pull back. Siege tanks. Pull back from the siege tanks. Banelings. And can we get a wraparound here on these Marines and get a connection? No. We cannot. Tanks taking down those Banelings here. Tempest sniping down the siege tanks. That is what they are good for in this matchup. Sniping down medevacs, liberators, and siege tanks. And maybe we can force them to go home and push back indeed. But look, these Lings inside the second base. My Lings helping out. They have +1. They have +1/+1. +1/+1 for Brewerlord as well. Speed on the way again. Still, it was started just a couple of seconds ago here. 2-2. +2/2 on the way for me. Third base for Mattis Mouse here, not being saturated, and it's a double expand for Pink Bunnies. Pink Bunny's army right now is 7 Tempests and 4 Stalkers. No splash damage. All right, so 4th base down. I tried to take a 4th, and 3rd base down as well. Am I the only person who has splash damage right now? We have Banelings. We have 5 Banelings, and that's it. All the splash damage against this Terran is my 5 Banelings. All right, here we go. Lings wrap around. Lings wrap around. Speed Banelings crashing in. There we go. Cleaning up the tank. Bam. Chasing the Terran player away. But all these Lings on the left side here. Taking down the 3rd base from Mattis Mouse. We've got Marines and siege tanks from Infinity here. Taking down the 2nd base. Mattis Mouse taps out. Taps out. My Lings hoping to clean it up here, but no, not cleaning it up. Why did you make Tempest, I say, and that's a GG. GG for game 1 of our sneaky twofer on Baalpeak. Yeah, it's a good question, man. Again, splash damage against Terran is so helpful. Why did you make Tempests? Why? Tempest against Terran, bad. Tempest against Zerg, bad as well. Roaches, just pure roach. Pure roach against Terran, especially with siege tanks, not very good as either. Ravagers would have helped. Corso Bile would have helped. Banelings would have helped. Lurkers would have helped. Hydras would have been good, but he didn't make any Hydralisks, just pure roach there. He made 17 roaches. They all died. And yeah, that's it. My Banelings, again, the only form of splash damage against 2 Terran players and a Zerg. Yeah, and again, my pool was late, so I accept that share of the blame for the loss here. So, not a good game. Not a good game for Falcon Paladin. Not a good game from his teammates either. Resources lost, 3,900 from Maddest Mouse. 5,900 lost from me. That's a lot. I lost more than anybody else. 100 Lings died, 15 drones, couple hatcheries, 3 queens. A lot of stuff from Falcon going down. And again, late. My bad. Late with the Banelings, late with the speed, late with the lair, trying to go to a hive. Just late all the way around. So let's go ahead and go to game number 2 here on Baalpeak. Hit that like button if you were entertained so far. And let's see if Falcon can tighten up his game. Game 2 on Baalpeak. It's going to be another 3v3. Masters, Tadario, and Pig versus Falcon Paladin, the Wayman, and Davanti. So Team North, it's our heroes. Falcon Paladin. We've got a blue Protoss. It is a Davanti, who is max power. You may have heard of him. And the top side, it is the Wayman, who is a GM player who plays a random. He's better at Zerg than Protoss and Terran, but let's see how it handles here today. Bottom side, it's Tadario, a Protoss player. We have another Protoss. It is Masters with a spinning portrait of, like, himself, I guess. It's kind of fun. And then an orange Terran player here with the same spinning portrait, Pig EXD, who has the same clan here, I guess, from Thames, whatever the heck Thames is. This is from the Thames clan as well, but he's got a spinning portrait of a Hydralisk, a Brood War Hydra, no less. So let's go ahead and see what the strategy is here today. Hatch first on the low ground. This spawn location on Baalpeak, not a good one in my opinion. It's a low ground. It takes a long time to get out there. Just a long way for the second base for a Zerg player is a doom scenario. So let's see how we can handle it. Early 2 gas here from Pig. What's he planning? Maybe mech. Single gas here from Masters. And then Tadario's going to work on an expansion after the gate. Gate expand. Gas is already done. And we've got a gate on the way here as well. Masters, are you going to expand? Maybe. There's no 2 Zerg on the other side, so no chance of a double Ling Rush here. Davanti opens up Forge first. I'm going 16, 18, 17 again. The Wayman here has an expansion on the way. Nope, just a Rax and some gas. And walling off at the top of the ramp here against, I guess, Zealots, maybe? I guess there's 2 Protoss, so a Zealot Flood is in the cards or a possibility here. I guess in the cards means that it's going to happen, but possibility just means maybe it will happen, right? That's how English works. So again, good times here on the 3v3. We've got a Photon Cannon in the mineral line here for Max. I guess he's worried about an early Reaper of some kind. We've got a factory. There we go. Factory from Pig. No real surprise about that with the double gas. Maybe it's going to be battle cruisers or something. That could be a lot of fun. Cybernetics core. And then a Forge here from Tadario. And yeah, just getting queens. Overlord scouting all over the place here. We've got Reaper versus Reaper, which is always kind of fun. Who's going to win? The Wayman has more health, so he's going to win. But the combat drugs are healing up the other Reaper here. So full health Reaper versus full health Reaper as a test of a micro. And we'll see if he turns around, right? Tries to get the first hit. And he does. Does he get the first hit? KD8 charge again. This is a zoning tool for Reapers here. Unless your opponent is very bad at micro, that KD8 charge should never hit in a 1v1 Reaper battle. So pulling it back is the Wayman. I'm going up to a 2-base lair right now. Got an expansion here from the Wayman. We've got a cannon here from Davanti working away on these rocks. I guess for an alternate attack path of some kind. I guess. So hold on a second. Is this? Yeah, this is a high ground protected by rocks. There's no resources here. Oh, I guess there is. There's a base right here. Huh. Interesting play here from Max. He always has interesting plays. They're not always good, but they are interesting. We've got, double gas at the natural and double gas in the main. What are we doing with it, Falcon? Lair here. I'm trying to transfer these drones back to the natural base here, and it's a full wall here from the Wayman. And I'm like, can we open that, please? And open it he does. These drones are still here. They're like, we give up. We give up. We got spores on the way at about 4 minutes. And this drone was told to be a spore, but he didn't turn into a spore. Ah, we have a Nidus on the way. We have an infestation pit on the way. We've got 2 base swarm hosts. And Nidus from Falcon Paladin. And expanding here is Max. Okay, I like it. I like it for Max a lot. So fun. We got Warp Gate finishing up here for Tadario. We got Charge on the way as well. We're working on +1/+1 with double Forge. I guess pinging the cannon for some reason. I don't know why. And these drones are like, okay, fair enough. We're just going to mine here if that's okay with you. And it probably is. So, here we are. Open front. I said front is open. It's a little bit late for me to ask, but it's open now. I can't see that. I'm a little bit too tunnel vision. I want him to open this supply depot, but this one's open. Good enough. Indeed it is. Production tab. Working on 4 swarm hosts at sub 5 minutes. Nidus already here. We're trying to kill the tech lab. For some reason, I don't know why. Interesting. So second base here from a Masters, second base from Pig. We are working on mech. Hellions are already out from Pig. He is, I guess, working on tanks. This tech lab on a factory. This tech lab doesn't want a this factory doesn't want a tech lab. And yeah, I've got an Overlord scouting and seeing Max is here. So, Nidus with swarm hosts. Nidus inside Pig's base, man. Locust trying to snipe down the Nidus here, but look at all these stalkers die. Stalker down, stalker down, stalker down. Nidus lives. And, pulling back the SCV is a little bit too fast, man. Losing a couple more SCVs unnecessarily. Losing a Zealot or 2 unnecessarily. And finally, the Nidus goes down. But, dude, those were cost-effective swarm hosts. Nidus right here. It's like, I know there's a base right here. I know there is. I know this map. So we're going to Nidus here. Overlord, again, providing the spot. Overlord placement when you're playing the style is so important here. And it looks like it's going to be Reaper versus Hellion, which is not in favor of the Reaper. We've got how many swarm hosts now unloading? Oh, my goodness. So many. So many swarm hosts launching. And here we go. Cannons down. How do you protect against swarm hosts? Not cannons. And we've got Hellions versus Marines here. Medevac support being very, very helpful. Stalkers. Uh-oh. Those Marines are going to die. But also, look at this. Can we take down the Nexus before they time out Locusts? And yes! Just before the timeout there. Stalkers pushing across the map. What do we have, Max? What's going on, Max? What do you got? Dude, 59 probes. 59 probes and 10 cannons and a fleet beacon. That's what he's got. Oh, Max. All right. So we talked about swarm hosts. We talk about splash damage against Terran. Yes, we did. All right. So Max is not interested in that. So we've got another swarm host on the way. 2 swarm hosts are definitely better than 1 because we can keep the pressure up doubly fast when you have a second swarm host launching here. And it's like, oh, okay. Probes down. Probes dying. Probe transfer. Just, oh man. How many? Okay. Oh, how many probes? How many probes did we lose here? 25 probes are down. And then get a warp gate to boot. And then another probe dies. Tadario, how many workers do you have? 22 probes. 22, but charge lots are here. Cannons and Marines trying to defend. And defend ably they are. Wayman, excellent. Start step micro. We got another swarm host inside the base of Tadario. Inside the second base. Another swarm host here. And another swarm. Oh, getting canceled there because my Nidus is dead at the third base. Chasing him away with Marines and Marauders. Excellent, excellent play. Launching, saying, all right, let's go ahead and take down this third base for the Protoss player. And Hellions reinforcing these Stalkers. Don't like it. Don't like it very much. Max, what army do you have? A Tempest. Okay, the Tempest at 8 minutes. Not quite as much as we need, I guess. Nidus Swarms going down all over the place. And it's going to be a hold. Queens trying to defend. We've got an upgrade here on the Evolution Chamber, but there are tanks now from Pig. Because again, factory opening, the Tempests are here, and they are microing as well as they can against the Siege Tank. But Siege Tank down, I love it. Nidus Worm still here from killing that Nexus, and I guess the cooldown's up. So we're going to launch it again towards this base of Masters and take him down hopefully to 1 base. Yeah, shield batteries do not help a lot against Stormhost. In fact, it doesn't help at all. And there it is. Bam. Nexus down. Making another Swarm Host. Making another, well, more Swarm Hosts. Another Nidus popping up there. But Siege Tanks and Stalkers at my second base. And warping into more Stalkers. I'm just obliviously mining. La 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 la. Oh, Spore does kill an Observer. I like that a lot, actually. So yeah, one base Protoss with Stalkers, man. The Wayman says there are tanks here. He's like, take down the tanks with the Tempest. How many Tempests do we have now? 7 Tempests. All right, that is a good number here. Unsieged Siege Tanks versus Marines and Marauders. Stalkers as well, not a threat. Sieging up, getting one more hit. Oh, I like it. And here I am, obliviously taking down the Nexus again from Taldario. Oh, gosh. Cannon down, Nexus down. What upgrades do we have? We have a +1 and +1 for these Locusts, making them a tiny bit tankier, but the damage output, especially how fast they attack, is so good. And there we go. Pure Stalker again. No splash damage against these Marines. I guess he's on one base, but dude, he has 14 Stalkers and nothing else. Why are so many people playing against Terran with so little splash damage? I'm not playing with splash damage, but we're just playing against Protoss. Playing against Protoss without splash damage is A-okay, as I am here today. Again, one base Protoss. Is he trying to re-expand? No. He's got 400 minerals, but that's about it. How many Swarmos do I have right now? 26 with +1 attack. Ah, look at this. Warping in Zealots. No. That's never going to work out at all. And Zealot's dead. And here we go. Still have a gajillion Locusts. And here we are, moving up. Every Locust attacking. And bam, 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 bam. Tempest and Marine Marauder holding fort down the other side. Pig taps out. Taldario leaves the game. GG says Master, then bam. Woo! Falcon Paladin. Whew, the Wayman and Max win the game. Marine Marauder Medevac, Mass Tempest, and Swarm Host. An unorthodox composition, but if you can take down a couple of bases early, that helps a lot. Terran player on 3 bases. 1 base for the yellow Protoss, 1 base for the purple Protoss, and that is not enough, man. We've got 3 bases for Terran. We've got 3 bases for Max. Did they ever see this base? No, they never scouted this base. I love it. I like it a lot. So again, a little bit late, almost too late on those Tempests from Max, but that's A-okay. Oh, boy. All right, good stuff. Like, really, really good stuff from us today. And resources lost in this game. Only 3,000 Falcon, not bad. Max ended up losing 1,700, which is kind of crazy in a 10-minute game. That is not much lost at all. 10,000 lost for Masters. Taldario ended up losing, I mean, how many probes did lost? 32 probes died. 28 died for Masters. Their economies were just crushed. I killed at least 2 Nexuses apiece from them. And that's just going to be tough in 10 minutes to lose 2 bases like that. I lost a base. Did I replace it? I'm trying to replace it, but I mean, there's an army right here. But being defended, it's good to have good teammates who are defending the poor, helpless, unprotected Zerg player while he's on the other side of the map laying waste. It's a lot of fun. So, GG. I like Swarm Host. It's fun to do sometimes, and sometimes it gets the win even. So, that's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and a Sunday cast. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. All at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.
The path of ascension is before us. Our honor guides us.